What's the deal? This your main man, Mr. Athletic over everything. We're outside. We're about to put together one of the best surf and turf dishes you've ever seen on YouTube. Might be exaggerating slightly, but we're about to get down and dirty with this awesome hamburger that I've made, or we're gonna call it a smash burger. It's gonna be prepared slightly different than how most people do it, but we're doing things a little bit different over here. We're also gonna add some beautiful shrimp on this dish to give it that surf and turf. We're also going to use bacon. I actually like to do my bacon in the oven, so I actually worked on that a little bit last night. So they're basically almost cooked, but we're going to finish them off on the PK 360 today. Went ahead to my local Kroger and found some premium prime 34 steaks. This is that good old Nolan Ryan meat that they sell down here in Texas. We're going to do some patties. And what I've decided to do is come up with a couple of different variations of the smash burger. We're gonna make them nice and crisp. We're gonna do some with onion, some with tomato, some with lettuce, and then we're gonna just do some straight up with cheese. So this is basically the first portion of the cook, and then I'll change the angle a little bit to give you a little more detail in what we're actually doing. Like I said, we have all the basic ingredients. Most of the seasoning will be with Montreal seasoning, butter, red onion, bell pepper, roasted garlic, and that's pretty much it. And this is a pretty simple cook. So right now we're going to get the grill up to temp, get the grill grates nice and hot, and we'll be coming right back at you. All right, so we're going to kick this off today with these pencil thick red onions that we're going to grill almost like onion steaks, and then from there we're going to grill all of these. Then we have some nicely chopped green onion that we'll grill as well. We have our roasted garlic, and yes, you could use garlic and roast it yourself, but who got time for all that? Next up, we have our Montreal seasoning, and this is the spicy variety. I love using this stuff, and we will be seasoning the ground meat with this as well. All right, so we already started off the process with the bacon. Like I said, we started it already. We cooked it halfway through. This is more like a medium thick bacon, something that we could use and fry up really, really nice. We may also do some smoked shrimp and bacon wraps as well. This is just the start, but this is what it looks like. You don't want it cooked too hard because then you have no versatility with it. All right, next up we have some nice shrimp. These could be much better and much bigger, but this is what we're going to use in preparation for some wrapped shrimp with bacon, but also we'll be doing some just straight grilling. I have some with tails and I have some without tails. The one with tails will be the ones that are wrapped in bacon, and the other ones will just be regular grilled on the flat. All right, and also, depending on how hard you're following me, you saw that in my last video I was talking about the skewers, and I've been having issues with them. They're like some cheap bamboo skewers. Went ahead and bought some stainless steel ones, so hopefully we can have some better skewers going forward. These are pretty nice, and I actually got them at Home Depot for a really good price. All right, now something else that will come in handy will be the spatula. It's really big, really flat, and I actually needed one because I was using the one that actually comes with the grill grates, and it actually doesn't work well with things that may stick. So this right here will plow through anything that may or may not stick. And you know, with the smash burger, that stick or that extra char is going to add more flavor. So I need to be able to scoop all that up with this. And I also had to bring out a smasher. Now I don't know the proper name for this, but that's what we're gonna call it. This is to make sure that the burger is as flat as I need them to be. All right, next up is this Nolan Ryan 34 prime burgers. Now the thing with this is that these are actually pretty expensive. So you get like 6 burgers for 18 bucks normally, or $23 without the card. I was able to get this whole pack for $9 $6. Now the thing with this is that if you have a relationship with the butcher, they'll look out for you and give you meat that maybe shouldn't go on sale. They may give it to you on sale every once in a while. So pretty much what we're going to do now is we're going to start the process of balling these up and making the first of our smash burgers. All right, this is the patty that we're going to use to start the first roll up with this. These are some huge patties. They're probably going to be a little bit too big, but for the purpose of the video, we're going to roll with it. So what we're going to do is flatten it out a little bit and put our seasoning on it. And this is also going to help with the char. Now, to be honest with you, I think I'm going to make each one of these patties 2 burgers because most people want to use about 2.5 ounces, and I believe these are 6-ounce patties or 8-ounce patties. They may be 8-ounce. So we'll go ahead and do that. But you just want to make them, you want to ball them up nicely, not too crazy, because you want to let some air in there so where when you put it on the skillet, it's not completely compacted already. All right, so put that down, and we're gonna do this for the next few burgers. All right, so what I decided to do is for the last 2 burgers, we're just gonna let these be. I'm not gonna break these down. These are just gonna be bigger patties, and most likely we're just gonna wind up using these later down the road, but they'll already be cooked, or at least medium rare, be probably rare even, and then I can actually break this down to cook for another time. So we go ahead and get that ready and have that set up, and we're going ahead and get this fire started. Within this next tutorial, it'll also be with this next video, it'll also be a tutorial. All right, so what's the deal? So I wanted to go through a quick little tutorial. I actually made a purchase of buying basically a flame gun or a propane gun, and I wanted to show you guys how it worked. It's really not as hard as I thought it would be initially. I was really intimidated by purchasing this, but as I first got it started, it was really easy. I'm gonna show you guys step by step on how to do it. So this is actually the grill torch. It's sold by J.J. George. It's actually a really cool product I found on eBay, or not eBay, I found it on Amazon. I paid about $37 for it. In the picture, the way they show it's a little misleading, makes you think that you're gonna get some propane with it. You're not, so you're gonna have to buy that yourself. But you're in luck, these are actually really cheap. They're about $4 with tax and everything at your local Home Depot. But they're really simple. You screw it in. There's a little gauge on here that says on and off. You turn it on, you hear the propane flowing. There's a little starter or ignition, and there you have it. And then from here, you can create how much you want to come out. So it's really easy. And actually, if I don't know if it's picking up here on camera, but the flame actually comes out almost like a blowtorch. So it's really cool, really easy. Next, I'm gonna show you guys how to start your charcoal with it. That's the purpose of me buying it. All right, so this cook today, we're gonna use some Kingstone Original, and you're just gonna fill this up. And then from here, we're gonna get the torch. Gonna turn this bad boy on, hit the ignition, and we're just gonna let it go. Now, this might be a better way to do this, but I kind of want to let the center get ignited and then start working the coals going around, because I have another process or another step that I use in this particular process. I'm gonna let this go for about a minute total. I'm trying to figure out actually how many starts do you get when using this particular device. I've done 2 barbecues so far, and I've only started once, so I'm not sure on how many starts you actually get. But what I want to do is make sure that the ones on the outside are also getting some action as well, so when I go and bring the next device in, it'll actually allow for the fire to start much better. All right, so next up we have the Barbecue Dragon, and this will be the next thing that actually propels the fire to go a lot faster. Now this is actually a really cool device. all you have to do is, there's an on switch on here that basically kicks on the fan, and the fan blows on the fire, which actually stokes it and makes it go much faster. So let me get this out. All right, so the barbecue dragon is now in effect. We have it blowing air or a fan onto the coals, which actually cuts the time down tremendously from 20 minutes to as little as 8 minutes. The last time I did this, it took about 8 minutes for the coals to get where they needed to be, and I'll be back when it's actually stoked. All right, and 10 minutes later, look at what we got. I've never had that happen doing the chimney normally, so this method is what I'll be using all the time. So get you a barbecue dragon as well as a torch, and you're ready to go. But also I have the barbecue dragon chimney coming soon, so I'll do a review on that as well. All right, so we got the grill, the chimney up and running. I went over here and added some charcoal, so let's see where we are. So I put some charcoal down. Hope that's picking up. All right, we're ready to start this off. I just added some charcoal to the PK already, and then we're just gonna go ahead on top with the lit coals. Try to get them spread out nice and even, so we can have multiple evenness all over the grill. And we're gonna let these go until they get up to temp. All right, and for the sake of adding wood, we're gonna add some wood here. It's not gonna pick up much smoke, but just enough to know that I attempted to put down some wood there. All right, another major key here. We go ahead and put the griddle downward. So now, instead of having the ability to make those sear marks, we turn this into a flat. Once again, making the PK probably one of the most versatile grills out there, just not as versatile as that. Yeah, we're gonna let this get up to temp, spray it down with a little Pam, and we're gonna get this baby get it started. All right, so we got this thing. It's getting up to temp really good, and we're gonna spray it down a little bit. Now, one of the other things that I love about this particular grill now is I don't have to worry about the flare-ups using the grill mates, because the grill mates actually prevent the flare-ups, so you're able to get that nice flame broil without burning your stuff up. So we are good on that part. So let's start adding. All right, so on this far side, we're going to add these onion steaks. It's not as hot on this side of the grill, so we can just let these hang out until they're done. And these do have a little butter on them, so we'll just let those go. And now we're going to start adding these burgers. All right, so we got the grill nice and hot, so we're going to start adding. So we're going to put that first one on, then we smash. But we use a two device setup. We got the smash and the roll. That came out pretty good. So smash and the roll. All right, we're gonna let these go. They're gonna start crisping up around the edge, and also you're gonna start seeing moisture come up through the top. That is just the knowing that it's cooking, that fat is breaking down a little bit. But and also when we go to pull these bad boys up, we're gonna pull them inverted so that we're able to get all the crust, and we're not scooping under it and leaving any of it. All right, so that first flip went down with these, pretty good. Was a little learning experience. These burgers were really lean. They were too lean. I probably should have went 80-20. These were probably more on that 90-10 split, but it was a prime burger, so probably should have went with something a little more chuck. Oh yeah. It's looking good, real good. All right, so these bad boys are ready. Come off. Just gonna put them over off to the side. All right, so now we're gonna scrape this off and get ready for the next run. All right, I will say that those burgers cooked really fast. It was really intense. You can't panic, just stay in there and you got it. So now we're going with round 2. These will come out much better. Look at those bell peppers. Bell peppers are looking really nice right now. So we're gonna go ahead and flip this over. Like I said, you grab it from the back, loosen it up so you don't lose any of that goodness. Oh yeah. We're gonna let this go, but right now what we're gonna do is we're gonna add that cheese, and these bad boys are about to be off. We'll let this go so we can get that cheese to melt. All right, we're gonna pull these. All right, let's grab these veggies. All right, so here we are now. We're at the point where we're gonna cook these bigger burgers. These are gonna take a little bit longer. So what I'm gonna do is go get some more cheese, and we're gonna be back at the grill. All right. Now these 2 burgers here are like 8 ounces, half-pound burgers. We're gonna let these go. I'm not gonna smash these down at all. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna have some fun with it. I'm gonna make one a partly smashed burger. So these are pretty thick, and we're gonna let them roll. You don't want to smash them too much. You just want to smash only on the bottom side. Well, these you can do both because they're a little bit thicker. Those smaller ones, you don't want to smash them too much because then you'll lose too much moisture. Then your burger won't be as juicy as you might want it to be. All right, so this is coming along. Has a nice little crust around the outside. You can actually flip these. And it's that good old Texas beef, that Nolan meat. We're gonna let these go for a couple minutes. We'll be back to check on them. All right, so we're gonna add this cheese here. All right, these bad boys are ready to come off. And we're going to pull. All right, what we're doing here is setting up these skewers. These shrimp aren't crazy big or anything. I just bought these skewers, so I kind of want to use them. But you're just putting them on like this, and we're going to season them, and we'll be right back. And we're going to season these, and we'll be right back when they're seasoned and ready to go on the grill. All right, so the So the shrimp are all skewered up. We're just gonna hit them up with some seasoning. And we got this garlic butter ready. We're gonna put this on the fire as well. But I'm just gonna hit this up with some nice seasoning. Nothing else on it, don't need it. Because the burger itself is gonna be a lot, so this is just something to add on. But we're about to head to the grill. All right, so the griddle is fire hot. We have the brush, we have the skewers, and now we're gonna put it down. And we're gonna let them go like a minute, minute and a half on each side. And these are gonna cook very fast. Like I said, we already have that garlic butter mixture. We're gonna douse it. This is just gonna help with the flavor. Like I said, the grill grates actually limits how much flame up we get. So I ain't really worried about it. So we check on it in a couple, like a minute. And let it go for what it knows. And these don't take long at all. All right, and the finisher move here is just to let the bacon wake up. It's already pretty much been fried. We're just gonna wake it up here. Yeah. All right, so now it's almost time to assemble Voltron. If you're of a certain age, you know what I'm talking about. But pretty much what we're gonna do now is start putting together our sauce. Now, what we'll need for this particular sauce will be shown at a later date, but you'll see the end result. And voila, Voltron. We have our toasted buns. These actually came out absolutely beautiful. Now what we're gonna do, actually, and voila. It made us about 8 ounces of sauce, and we are gonna use it. Next up, we're gonna add some beautiful romaine lettuce. For this dish. Next up, we are going to add our first patty. And then we're going to add our second patty. Next up, we have our beautiful bacon that we'll add a couple of pieces to. And we're going to go 6 slices on this. And these are some pretty big pieces of bacon. Actually make it 5. And this is like, once I said, this is complete overkill. Next up, we'll start adding shrimp off the skewer. And now we'll finish with onion and bell pepper. And there you have it. This is absolutely one of the most ridiculous hamburgers you'll ever see. All right, the burger of all burgers was now completed. This burger has 1 pound of Nolan Ryan prime ground beef, 6 slices of smoked maple bacon, a lightly toasted brioche bun with a homemade spicy sauce to go along with a bed of lettuce, grilled shrimp, red onion, and bell pepper. This is the king. Holla at your boy, Mr. Athletic over everything. I cook better than I bench. Holla at your boy.